G'day, welcome back to my Oxygen Not Included playthrough here, where we attempt to take a rocket to the solar system. So thank you to those that said steam rockets won't get far enough that I can sort of pull back my expectations on where this rocket's gonna get to. So one concern that people raised was that with the steam that I'm pushing through, even though I'm pushing it through at such a small load, what happens once that steam pushes all the way through and there's no, like, the rocket doesn't need it anymore. It's going to cause that steam to build up in the pipe and then cause damage to the pipe because it'll stop being steam. Very valid point. The suggestion that was put in was in plumbing. I use a liquid sensor. So we want it would be a liquid sensor to measure the amount. So it's nothing to do with the liquid meter connect. Automatically turn off when a specific amount has passed. That's what we want. So if I turn that and put him whites in, things out, put him there. And then what we're also going to want to do is get rid of that pipe there for now to then sort of rebuild it so that there's not also just going straight past the valve. No, because that's average. That's where I'm dropping the flow rate, right? I don't know if that's going to be a problem that far back. Can I copy him and put him there too? Can. That's not even on a... That's a van. Hang on. Cancel that. Cancel that. We want a ventilation one. Gas meter. That's better. Okay, so we will put this here. We want it that far in? That far in. Let's go there. So, different comments on whether or not So, a lot of people saying that I can continue to put liquid in here. That would be fine. Other comments saying that this is only a measurement of the heat of the steam. So, putting more liquid in will reduce the heat and reduce the amount of current running through here. So, it's bad. Also, looking at how many kilos of steam each one of these makes up, it does seem like I can potentially just survive without let me finish that thought. Survive without that getting anything else added to it at the moment. Okay, so power-wise, let's get connected there. No. Cancel. And connect to that. You would connect to you'd connect to the network over here. It's already sort of a bit hammered. Let's instead connect to the one below you. So cancel that again. And let's go down. Plus. Also, that is breaking. So let's quickly deconstruct it. Something that I regularly do in this room is forget that I need to build with things that are hotter. I can stand the hot a bit better. Putting more things into it while I'm trying to get rid of it. Okay. There's some steel. White is in. I'll put that on the ladder, so I think that is still my best location for it. Although, again, it's just like the other one. I also have to deconstruct one of these to make sure that it does go in and out in the right way. Conductive wire is what I've clicked on there, which is not what we want to do. It's the insulated gas pipe that we want to deconstruct. Okay, so that's built. No gas input. A gas output, it's fine. Okay. Limit reached. So what we want is that we can see at the top here, our rocket currently has received 94 kilos. Which we can assume that there's more in the tank, and there's significantly more in these spots here. You can see each of these squares contains a few kilos. So we're going to say 650. Now I think 500 is the max amount. Okay, cool. We'll say 500. So we can see that that amount is counting away. But 500 he'll stop. I don't quite know what that's going to mean for all the rest of the steam in this vent, though. Like, this is just going to stay in there, which is bad. Alright, increase machinery, increase deco, falls asleep, no. Germ resistance, good. Food poisoning, decrease. Joshua. Alright, welcome to the unit, Josh. How's the oxygen? The power went off there. One comment that I didn't respond to, but I do find very funny, is that someone asked, why did I bother, like, why did I do this when instead all I had to do was just build a liquid storage unit? And I think because this is a good example of the way that I think, as opposed to the logical way of, or common sense way of trying to solve a problem like this. Since, I mean, there's, like, reservoirs right there as well, given the a big old hint on the way that I could have done that. What is that? Is that a pipe that I've just killed? Now these guys are currently constantly losing and regaining power. Let's have a quick look at what's... This guy here is frequently stopping and starting. Now, is this the one that I've actually done where they've got... their power comes from their own generator? Yeah. So... let's... fair bit on. This guy do... He does not do much at all. So let's do a wire bridge there. And do a conductive wire from there. And across to there. Let's say that's going to overload that circuit. Alternative option here. Let's put that there. Oh, it's going to overload because of that one little bit. I wonder if what I should do is instead just flip this circuit around. Oh. To say, put a bridge here and a bridge there, like that. Then have this guy come down and take this little sort of set of tasks. Alright, why are you now not running? Because you don't have power. So again, you've just sort of like run yourself off your own power again. And sort of... So the one thing that he already did... You make sense of this route. But no, he's not his own route. This guy was looking after this one. This guy was looking after... Where are you getting your oxygen from? This one. I'm totally... Alright, you're both... Are you... Goodness. Alright, you're this one. You're this one up here, which is also currently not running. So why are you not running? You're not running because you get power from... this one. Also this one. Alright, so... is anyone running at the moment? None of these guys are currently in operation. Great. Alright, so let's get... These two are both doing some heavy lifting, so I don't really want to, like, pull duties from him. This guy here's still running with his natural gas. He runs back down to operate this guy. What if we have a quick up? There's also nothing even connecting that guy at the moment. And we currently have no oxygen production, so this is all pretty important. Oh good, it's knockoff time. The main focus of this is meant to be the rockets. You haven't even gotten past the... How are you doing? Good. I didn't expect it to be a quick process. How's Josh doing too, by the way? Did Josh find his bed? Is this Josh's bed? Cool. Let's also clean up all the dirt out of the Josh's assumably very toasty room. And mop up this liquid spill here. That's someone's graffiti back there. Sorry, buddy. His light's not on. Can't hit home enough, guys, how important this power situation is. Ashkan, sorry, understands. He's a major victim of it. I do want to stick down here just to make sure that this is all working once. Good. We can see this guy's he's started pumping again. He's pumping through, which means that this guy here is now this pump here is pumping. Overloaded. Yep, okay. Alright, so what can we do to stop this circuit from being so overloaded? So that's all the diesel power that's heading up that way. So really that diesel power should be coming back here to sort of help out with I think that was the backup system here. I want to move some stuff off this network. Yeah, there we go. We're starting to overload some of this. All right, let's try and clear. It seems to be such a mess though of like looking after each other that some of this is already sort of it's not running anyway. Oh man, this is in need of a major audit, and I can't just stare at that and go like, all right, I can see what's running what and who should be taking care of what. So firstly, I'm going to say, let's deconstruct. I don't know if I want to necessarily get rid of all of it. Let's deconstruct those two tiles there. Let's separate this section on that side with this section on this side. And let's give that with some urgent priority because we need this fixed. Okay, so that's calmed down this side here, whereas this is now claiming it's strained as well. So let's get rid of what if instead we break this point here, that heavy wire? Let's deconstruct that. Okay, that one's gone. So if we then look back at this one's considered safe, inactive. I think that from that we can put that back on there. Now that's saying that this underside one is now occasionally strained. And you can hear it still sort of flicking on and off. So again, let's work this out. This guy is getting power from he's passing on power to that way. He's getting power from this resistor there, and that guy's also passing it back that way. So I think that we need to get rid of that bridge again. Sort of going back to where we were. Get rid of that bridge. Now this is just currently not running. So disconnected that from this. So I think possibly what if we also get rid of it's that section here. What if we run him down here, say deconstruct that. It's funny that he could deliver the gold on the upside, on the top side, and then had to come to the bottom to actually install it. Okay, so this top guy is now showing as overloaded. So let's try and clear out some of his work. Let's deconstruct that point there, and instead what we'll do is connect that to a different point. Good, so that's gone there. So if we have a look, we now just need that one there, and probably want to put this as a priority too, because we've just cut the power from our natural gas, which is giving us the electricity for this top side. Okay, better. Our oxygen generation is very unhappy. See, this guy here currently isn't running. He's currently not running because that's currently not running. So again, that's a system that doesn't work. Deconstruct that, and again, let's put that with major priority. Good. And then we will click him down to this underside one. I thought I already had 18 people. Someone didn't die, did they? I mean, it would have told me if someone died. And I thought I had 19. I thought I already had 18, and then Josh would have been 19. People are hungry. Right, if we don't have the electricity on, we have a lot of food that's currently not being grown. So who's responsible for that food up there? That's the power on this side. So again, we can't express how important it is to get these all running. Okay, so that's pumping again. Has that guy going again. Slowly. Because our plant's back up and running. Alright. No power wire connected. You'll cope. Okay. Now notice as well the water here is a bit more seldom in coming down. Why do you need repairs? What's happening to you? Have a look as well. How's this guy going up here? It's 200. So I think that someone said that it's to do... firstly, I can't travel as far as the top in a Steam one. It was to do with... Let me double check the comments. Star map. So I think someone suggested that I need a certain amount of steam in order to get this far. But I don't have a rocket that currently can hit that range. So you can see max range is 1,200 kilometers at the moment. So that's what I'm laying on. So if we just quick, 1218, 1,218 kilometers, and then we click it again, 1,230 kilometers. So these guys, that's 20,000 kilometers away. The analysis of this guy is that he is 10,000 kilometers away. So we need a fair bit more steam in the tank. This guy's dead again. Alright, so why are you not getting power? Connected to this guy. Why are you not pumping? Idle. Move out your ventilation. Alright, so I mean he's sort of constantly running there, so why is he not pushing power through to this guy at all? And see what my issue is there. This is also meant to be pushing power through to that section. So there's meant to be two different things that are supplying this guy with power. Alright, so I have no coal, so I guess that thing's waiting for coal. Just need to go digging for coal. Coal. What do I want? Power. Materials. Coal. Coal, that light pink. Alright, here's some hefty coal pockets. Two of them. And we've got a passage just there. That's chlorine, so we don't really want to dig into that. But I mean, we're already outside the biome anyway, so let's go dig that into there. We'll dig out that one, we'll flatten that part, and across there, and then near some rocks, phosphate, that's the coal there. Okay, so we want to go dig, 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 dig. Into here, then say build a ladder from there. Dig all the stuff around the ladder. Dig up this way. Here. Another ladder. That, all of that. Or coal down there too. Okay, but we can't really wait on that, so I don't understand why this guy isn't then just supplying the power to that one. I mean, what if I deconstruct, say, that one piece there, and we put that with major priority? Does that then send power across to this guy? Yeah, it does. There we go. Not surprising, Ellie's first one in to start the dig over there. Need that food sorted. Alright, talk to me, you two. How are you now looking for your stats? Athletics 4, so you still got a while to go. Athletics 10, great. Quinn, you're done. What do we do? This door, we can say Quinn can leave, but he can't come back. Josh, you're allowed to go in there. Maybe we should just get the actual power connected to these two, because it seems like the only thing that's actually efficiently running. See, I'm lugging all that coal back this way, and that's already back up and running. And all of this that this gets powered off that coal. Now also struggling, so we have a, there we go. We have a food problem at the moment. Let's go back to Imperial Overlay. Build a ladder there too. Say to dig all the way around that one as well. Let's something different. Hole there. There. Is that an existing tunnel there? That irrigation, there should just be water running underneath it, shouldn't there? Alright, so again, new question, where's that water? I assume that, like, because there was such a sudden surge of things needing water, that water is just suddenly, like, too far split to... Or, again, it's this thing just doesn't have power. Wow, man. When it breaks, it breaks. Coming off that top circuit as well. I mean, they've still got thingy. Why is that dropping off? That's still running. That guy there's still moving. Okay. This thing here is just operating that one glass machine there, which isn't in much use. So let's give those guys all new wiring. And let's deconstruct those ones. And maybe while we're at it, get that guy on that system too. I don't want to pull it out until we've got... I'm doing all this with gold. I'm not sure if that's... Can he just operate happily on two different systems, or is he connecting those networks? Let's just remove that just to be safe. A lot of pressure on my natural gas now. Now we should start to see that water pump some consistency and get our food going back. Let's check our star map. 2,500, so we've almost doubled our distance we can go. I wonder if 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, so it's just that Meep doesn't count because he's in the man capsule. Meep gonna be okay living in there for so long. Ooh. Alright, well, we seem to have survived that one. Skin of our teeth. Say any questions or comments. I can't imagine there's going to be too much in the way of questions. I've got to rebuild him for sure too. Maybe what we'll do is we'll go... let's just do that quickly. Deconstruct with absolute emergency. So he was made with iron. Okay, now we'll just shift him over to be made of steel. And we'll go that way. And again, we'll say that with absolute emergency, we need that guy built so that this steam doesn't just sit in the pipe for too long. Already a danger. Okay, and we need him to be, what we're saying, 90. Which means that he's sent through a few chunks of disastrous. Am I gonna have to vent that out? Let's try and get ahead of this. Out of the base. That vent. We'll go there and put a gas vent, and then we'll get to that and say no, deconstruct. Do I have to go and say disable disinfect on all of these and say top priority on that, and that gas pipe top priority on that? So what we're now watching, I mean, it's possible this is going to go too far along this pipe before I get rid of it anyway. So basically this chunk of gas here we need to get out of the pipe. Just thoroughly confused this pipe, which something then took a lot of damage. Gas bridge. Alright, so something... Why are we still in emergency mode? What hasn't yet been built? The vent. Come on, guys. Anyone heading up? Come on. Build it. Don't stinky. Okay, there we go. So let's get all that steam out of the vent. Massive waste of steam. That's it, just turning into water up here. So we've now got to say, mop all this burning hot water. Okay, and then we can say, copy the pipe, build it straight. And again, that's an absolute emergency. There's no oxygen to sort of do any of this stuff either. Okay, that's done, and then we say deconstruct that in absolute emergency. Which apparently is a... come on, Barney. Now we've got scalding hot water that's going to be pouring through the base. Didn't really think of the... like, I did at least have the thought to get it outside of the base, but I've put it in a spot that's going to certainly impact the base. Luckily it's only about, what... It's only 30-degree water, so not too bad. Deconstruct that bad boy. And if we just check that ventilation pipe, that's all tiny bits. So we've solved that sudden problem I created for myself. Alright. Well, with losses to oxygen, food, water through that one, gas, steam as well. Just let him go for now. Let's say reset him out and put him to 400. See how much more this guy needs. Something is still an emergency. I don't know what thing I've left as a... Okay. See how much this guy's now got. He's got 250, so 500. What could he take? 900? 500's fine. Alright, there we go. I can't imagine there's going to be too many questions. I can imagine there should be some comments on that one. Feel free to chuck them below. And until next time, catch you later. See ya.